Hello, I thought I would do a little video because I have quite a few people that message me and are like, what's the story of Stand Together UK, like why, how did you come about it, what's your journey, what's your story? And I thought, I think it'll be easier if I just create a little video so that I can direct people to it if they want to know a bit more about Stand Together UK and where it started and how it came about. So just to give you a little bit of background, I'm Chrissy, I'm 28 years old, and I kind of just fell into art really. So just to give you some context, so a few years ago I was really poorly, and I actually had a seizure at work. It got a lot worse really quickly. I ended up in ITU for almost a month. It was really scary. I lost loads of weight, and during that time I had quite a few health issues, like both my lungs collapsed and I was just really weak coming out of that. It was such a scary time of my life, and like before that happened I was in a job that I absolutely loved and I couldn't see myself doing anything else, and so it really stumped me when that happened. I didn't know if I was going to get better, so emotionally it was so draining and so hard to like navigate this kind of new way of life, and learning that I can't just, at that time I couldn't even feed myself without my hands shaking so badly. So recovery was a really long time, and I couldn't walk for quite a while. I had a wheelchair and a walking frame, and things got better and then they got worse, and then they got better and then they got worse, and it was so up and down for such a long time. And then I noticed that when I did calligraphy and I was writing cards, that it would help steady my hands because it gave me a focus. And so I think I was at the hospital and I started calligraphy and just encouraging cards for people that like were around me. I just wanted to do something, you know. And so a friend said to me, why don't you sell these? Like, you should sell these. And I was like, I didn't have any self-confidence at that time. I didn't really believe in myself. I found it really hard to put myself out there because I was like, what if it doesn't work? You know, like, what if nobody buys it? I was like, that's so embarrassing. But eventually I just popped a couple on Etsy and a few of them sold, and I was like, wow, this is odd. And then as I got better, my artwork got better, but I'd just go on YouTube and I'd just try and learn about different types of art, and I really got into like paint pouring and then painting, like usually mountain scenes was the things I loved to do. And then I went on to wood burning, which became my love. I absolutely loved it. So I mixed calligraphy with wood, and I'd calligraphy quotes into wood, and then I'd burn it out, and I just really enjoyed doing that. And I made little plaques and things like that. And then from there, as I got even better, I discovered resin. Actually, a friend showed me a video of a woman making a tray, and I was like, I have to try this. Like, I really think this will be really cool. And it just blew from there. Like, I was like, okay, I need to make coasters, I need to make trays, I need to try this. And I got so excited about something, and after going through something so traumatic and so life-changing, it was so nice to have a focus. And don't get me wrong, during that whole time there were countless things that happened that were huge life curveballs and difficulty, and life has had its up and downs 1,000 times since then. It really has. It's not just like, oh, I discovered art and, you know, I'm fine now. You know, like, life has been really challenging and really difficult, but the one thing that has really helped me throughout all of that is, I say that art has been my saving grace, because it has literally helped me through some of the worst times, some of the times where I've not been able to focus my brain, and then I've started an art piece and it's like taken my mind off it for a little bit, and like I just put my heart and soul into anything that I make, like. And so it just grew into a complete passion of mine that I absolutely just couldn't get away from, and I'm so grateful that now I can call it my job. And when I was thinking of like what to call my business, I wanted it to be more than just a brand. I wanted it to be more than just creating things, selling it, passing it on type of thing. And so I was like, what can I do that will make a difference to people that are struggling? So maybe with like illness, or maybe with their mental health, or just anything. Like, and the one thing that stuck out to me through that whole time that I went through all of that, and since then other things, is what gets you through the nitty-gritty when it really matters. It's the people that are around you and that choose to stand with you. And honestly, I can say, hand on my heart, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for some of the amazing, beautiful people that have been placed around me, and I'm so grateful for that. And so that's where the name Stand Together came from. But also, I didn't want it to be like, again, I didn't want it to just be like selling stuff. I wanted it to actually help make a difference. So every single month I support a different charity, and a few charities that I've worked with are Epilepsy Society and, at the moment, Miscarriage Association. And the way that I work it is that for every single sale that I get through Etsy, a percentage of that will go towards that charity. And it might only be a small amount, and it might not be huge or significant to other people, but literally every little helps. And if everybody did like a little something to help anybody or show a bit of kindness, then it really can start to make a huge difference. And so I wanted that to kind of grow as I grow, and I'm really excited to be able to continue to do that. And the fact that people even want to invest in Stand Together UK and buy my products and like my images that I put out there, or whatever type of support it might be, little or small, it genuinely warms my heart. It genuinely means so much to me, because there have been times in my life where I felt really low, or I've thought, oh, I'm not good enough, or like, why should I put myself out there to be judged, or anything can happen at any second. Like, I definitely know that life can throw you a curveball at any second. Like, one day can be fine, the next day not. Like, I fully understand that, but equally it's about pushing through that. And I always say the quote, fear will stop you, determination will keep you going. And that's so important to me, because I think if you allow fear in, you will start to believe the things that you say that are negative. And so you have to fill your mind with positivity and be like, no, people are buying into this, or no, I am creating something I love, and you know, I'm putting myself out there. That's such a brave thing to do. And I think people like to see the person behind the small business as well. And so I try to be open, and I try to be, you know, I try to do the best that I can to make even just a small bit of difference. And that's where my heart's at, really. I love to create pieces and then see someone smile because of that piece. Like, it just blows my mind. Like, every single time I get a sale on Etsy, and I'm 2 years in now, but every single time I get a sale, I'm literally just completely blown away by it. But yeah, this is just a little short introduction to Stand Together UK, what I stand for, where it's come from. Maybe I'll do a really lengthy video sometime, but I just wanted to, like, basically introduce myself, or have somewhere that I can guide people to when they ask me what Stand Together UK is all about. So if you did get to the end of this video, so thank you so much for watching, because it does mean a lot to me. I'm just a girl trying to make a way in this world, and the fact that I can do what I love every single day honestly means the world.